Yeah. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
So,
Good morning.
good morning. So, yesterday we have covered a service catalog. So, can anyone mention what exactly is a service catalog?
It is like a ordering system where you can like request services and products.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Right. So, this service catalog is where it provides the employees to browse or request a wide range of IT and business services. In which yesterday we have seen two types of service catalogs, which is the catalog item, where we have created the variables and an item as well. And in the last session, I mean, the last part of the session, we have covered the record producer. So in that, today we'll be covering the order guide as well. So before that, let me just show you in yesterday's topic, we have to cover the variable sets. So I'll just show you how do you actually create a variable set and what are the types we have in under that particular variable set. So let me just open. So let's take this as an item, and here you can see this variable sets, in which let's say we are creating a variable set. So in this variable set, we have two types of variable sets. So the first one is single row variable set, and the second one is multi-row variable set. In the single row variable set, what it does is it stores only the data of one record. But the multi-row variable set, what it does is it stores the various records, I mean like the multiple records. So let's create one single row variable set and one multi-row variable set. So let's give a name like cloud services. And the internal name is the backend name which we give. And if you just see here, layout is where the variables whatever you add, so how it should look like. Either it should look like one column wide or two columns wide and alternate sides, and two column wide one sided, then other, like that. And then once if you save this, so under this variable set, we can create multiple variables. So variable set is like you can use this particular functionality. It's like a reusable functionality. So let me just add two variables in this, which is single row variable set. So it's the same way where you create a variables. So you'll be providing the type and you'll be providing the order. So the first one, the order is 100. And then you'll be giving the question, let's say name of the service. And then here you have, if you want to make a field mandatory, you can check this box and then save. And now let's create another variable, which is 200. Let's give, and then here let's see the other one, which is uh, today we'll be seeing the another one, which is list collector. So what does list collector do? What is the type of this? And let's see that. Suppose let's say users. So list collector is where you need to select the table. So you can actually add multiple users or multiple values into that particular list collector. The name itself says that it collects the values. So here if you provide the any table name, suppose let's say users table. So users who want access for the cloud services, then you can add directly the users. So sys underscore user is the table name, So you have the user table over here. We'll be selecting that, and then insert and stay is the functionality here which we are using. Now let's go back to the variable set. Here you can directly, if you give a long press, then we'll be going here. So this is the cloud services. Let's click on try it. The name of the service will be providing the service. So if you just see the list collector, you can add multiple users and drop over here. This is the functionality of list collector, the type which is list collector. In this particular slush bucket, we'll be having only up to 50 records. You can directly select any user, like suppose if it starts with Y, so why with why whoever are there, like that you can just select. But in this particular slush bucket, in order to see, we'll have only 50 records in this. And with the conditions also, you can just select the user and then add them over here. So this is the process of the single row variable set, where you're adding only one record. If you just see, if I just go back to the item again and create a multi-row variable set, and then you'll find the difference between the single row variable set and a multi-row variable set. So let me just go ahead and create a multi-row variable set, naming services, and then let's save this. And let's select another type, which let's take container start. Yeah, I'll be discussing this as well in the next topic. So let's, for now, let's take multi-line text, the 100, and let me just save this. I'll go ahead and create the other one. Reference field. Let's take location, for example, and the backend name of the location table. So we have location table in ServiceNow, which is CMN underscore location. So this is another important backend name which you have to remember, and insert and stay. Now, if we just go back to the item and click on try it, if you just see here, add. So here you'll be adding multiple records. So let's take test, and one location you'll select and you'll add it. Again, you can go ahead and create another test 123, and again you can add a record. So the single row variable sets hold only one record, whereas multi-row variable set will hold 50 records in a rows. So columns and rows. Is this clear? The types of variable sets in catalog items. So we'll be doing task on this, no problem. Then it will be clear to you. As of now, any doubts or any questions? Please unmute and respond so that I'll know.
No, no questions, Manasvi.
Okay. So what I want, yeah, I'll just show you the other one. which is container start, container end, and container split. So basically, the words itself says that container start. So if you are having many variables and you want to maintain that particular frequency or that particular box kind of thing, then we'll be using this
Actually,
container.
yeah, yesterday we said that variables should be in side by side, right? To put that variable side by side, we can use this containers.
Yeah. So the first thing is container start, where you have to give the order, and then you can just give the name like anything container underscore one or container start. It takes the internal name, and then let's save this. Now let's create two variables. And you need to give the order and then insert and stay. Now if you want to split, so container split is where it gets it will split, and then insert and stay. After container split, let's add another variable. Checkbox question, and let's give 400. We have the type called yes no. We can keep that, insert and stay. And then the last one is container end. So insert and stay. Now if we just go ahead and reload the page. Yeah, so if you just see here, the container was started here, and it was split, and the next part is this, please select yes or no. So where you are getting the fields side by side, so the alternate sides. So here we have this, and here we have the other one. So in the variables also, I mean, like if I just open this, and in the variable sets, you can change the order of this to like 600, like that, and this to 700. Here our variables were started from 100 to 500. Now let's just save this and refresh this. If you just see type, and beside that we got this, please select yes or no. If you want the variables to be in the alternate sides, we'll use container start, container split, that will split, and the container end, where it will end the container. Is it clear?
Let's do a task. Let's create a same like breakout rooms, and yeah, we'll
We'll
work on.
go ahead with the record producers.
Yeah, just explain the task, and we can.
Yeah. So record producers as yesterday we have discussed. So what exactly is a record producer is, it creates a task based records in ServiceNow. So it takes the it creates the records through the service catalog or through the catalog item in the ServiceNow table. So what tables we have in ServiceNow? User table, incident, problem, change, location, department. So like that, different tables. Through a catalog item, we'll be creating a record in the ServiceNow or in the table which are existing in the ServiceNow. So here the first task is for the first group, the record producer one, where you'll be creating record producer on the for the user table with the user details, where you'll be adding the container start, container split, container end, in which user ID, first name, last name, department will be in the left side of the form, and email, mobile phone, and then the language will be on the right side of the form. It's like the split like this. Let me just show. So in the left side, this is left side, and this is right side. So it should split like that. And so here the variables, so this all comes under the variable set. Okay. And then the variables, you'll have two variables. Give me a brief description of the issue and the watch list. Watch list collector, you need to use the sys underscore user table, and then the record producer 2. So the same variable set, you try to use the same variable set over here, and then your variables, the problem statement, category, subcategory, impact, and urgency. All these fields should be mapped to the problem table. In the problem table also will be having these fields. You should map to those fields. For the user creation, these fields are already there in the user table. You need to map to that particular fields in the user table. So Javier will be making two groups. So record producer one group will be creating that, and record producer two, the other group will be creating. The variable set is same to both the tasks. Yes, Javier, you can
Yeah.
just.
And also, just make sure you are creating one more update set for this record producer, and try to close the previous update set which you guys have created yesterday. So at
So how
the
will be
end of the
it?
session, we can also discuss how we can migrate those update sets. Okay.
Let me just show you how do you exactly you'll be doing that.
Just close it.
Yeah, I'll just show. So here you have the state called in progress, right? You need to just make it complete and save. That's it. If you save that, so now this update set gets closed, and you can just go ahead and create from the local update sets. You can create a new update set with the record producer name. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hari and Chandana, you guys just join to the room and you will get that link on your screen. Chandana, no? Hello? Hello, Chandana, no?
Hari, you want me to share the screen?
You can.
Yeah, you can share the screen, Richita.
Record producer is really important because most of the people, they don't have access to the front end like a native UI. So we put everything, all these items or all these record producers into a service portal, and we usually forward them the link to submit that. So end users are the clients are external people who are part of the company. They will use that link to submit their requests for the record producer, and internal people, they will come back to the native UI of service now, and they will resolve all their issues. So now Manaswini, you can explain about order guide. And any questions about record producer?
No.
Cool. Yeah, Manaswini can continue.
Okay. So the next type in service catalog is order guide. So basically what exactly an order guide is, so we'll be submitting one request, and in that it generates several items. So yesterday we have seen the service catalog. So in that one request number, only we have only one RITM which got attached. But in this order guide, how it works is, once if you submit one request, under that it creates the several items. So for example, if we can take an example of new employee hire. So if a new employee joins an organization, so they require, we need to will have some several items which are required to that particular employee. Suppose like business cards or computer and cell phone. So after selecting this particular order guide, they can actually provide the information and including their location, job title, and once if they submit an order, so the items get attached to that particular item. I'll just show an example to you how exactly it works. So here for a new hire, as I'm mentioning, so they'll be providing every like all the information, like to which department they belong to and to which location they are supposed to report, and will that particular employee be a remote or yes or no, he'll be providing that. And will your employee need anything non-standard or like that. Once this if they choose the options, according to these options, they'll be having the different items where they need to submit these items. So let's say standard laptop, he needs that laptop or the monitor, and then the new email account where he'll be providing the email account, able 1 2 3 com, and then the VPN. So after this, there'll be checkout, they'll do checkout, and then once if they check out this, so if you just see a request number got created, in which we have 4 items which were attached to one request number. So previously in the yesterday's example, which we have seen the first type, which is catalog item, where with one request number, you have only one item which got attached. But in the order guide, with one request number, we'll have several items which get attached. So how exactly we'll be creating this? So in the application navigator, you'll be searching for order guide. Then under service catalog, you have a module called order guides. And then you'll be clicking on new in order to create a new order guide. So let me just explain the example. So the form is same. Under the, you'll be providing the name, the service catalog, and the category. So can we help you is a category in which you have all the order guides. So you can just use this category for creating the order guides. And then the short description, you'll be providing the short description and description. and then you can add the picture as well. After that, the variables. So the variables and variable sets are common for service catalog, record producer, and order guides. The extra functionality in this is rule base. So what exactly a rule base is? So depending on the variables, you'll have the rule base. Rule base is like the conditions. So based on the variable conditions. So if I just open this record and explain you. So for this particular new hire order guide, so if this particular condition is met, so what are these? So we have the variables in new hire. If you see, we have 7 variables in which standard package and laptop type. So these two are like, this is the S no question, and laptop type is like, we have the options, I guess. Let me just check what options we have. So yeah, developer and sales. So the rule base is where you'll be providing if the standard package is no and the laptop type is sales, then I want to show this particular item. You need to include this item. So under the order guide, previously we have seen, let me just show, we have 3 steps, right? The first step, you'll be choosing your options. So here you'll be choosing your options. So here, the first question. So in the rule base, if you just go, standard package is no, and the laptop type is sales. So here, standard package, this is not there. Okay. Standard, let me make these variables active. So by clicking the gear icon, you can make the, you can get the fields. So the laptop type, and then the, so here, oh, let's create a new one. So if let's say, will this be a remote employee is yes, and then will your employee need a standard anything is yes. So in the rule base, you can just create. So you can select here where remote is yes, and you can just select this. And if you want to include any item when this particular condition is met, you'll be including the items. So we have different items, right? So you can just include the item and then save. Whenever this condition is met, and if you choose the options, choose the options according to that particular condition. So if you just see, we have selected, you can just go back to that tab and select what we have selected. In the described needs, we have selected this as yes. So here in our rule base also, we mentioned whenever the report is yes, then this particular item should be included. So here, if you just see in the choose options, this item got included. So like that, all the conditions. So rule base is like you need to create the rules. So whenever this condition is met, this item should be included. Whenever the condition is met, then the other item should be included. Like that, if you just see here, we got all the rule bases over here, 8 rules. So 8 items got included. So different, each item has different condition. You can also give the item. If it's common to all, you need not provide any condition. So if you just see remote is no, then include this item. You can also remove this condition. Without any condition also, you can add the item. So once if without the condition, if you add, it will be visible to all the options. Is that clear? So the main part is rule based. That's it. The other variable sets are same. So taking this silence as you don't have any doubts. We have an order guide over here, which you will be creating. So the name is onboarding of an employee. So we have three variables over here. The first one is in which department are you joining in? It's a select box. It has HR and IT. And the second one is, will this be a remote employee? So it's again a select box with yes and no options. And what office will you report to? It's a reference field to the location table. So here we have a rule base whenever the department is HR. So if the user selects the department as HR, then three items should be visible. It means whenever, let me show that. Here we are. So whenever, if you just click new, so once at a time, you can only add one item. So here you'll be selecting the condition, let's say this, and you'll be including the item and then you'll be saving this. Again, you need to select the same condition and include the other item, and you need to change the position. Position is like order, 100, 200, like that. Each item in each position. That's what here we are mentioning. So three items should be added. Means three rule bases will be created and two items should be added. So two rule bases. So totally five rule bases will be created. You'll be creating 5 rule bases. Is that clear? And make sure you're including the active item, which is active and published. Am I clear?
Yes, yes.
So you can actually go ahead and create an order guide. In this room only you can just create, and if anyone have, or if you're stuck somewhere, let me know. You can share the screen and I'll explain you. No problem.
Yeah, everyone create uh, order guide in their instance. Yeah, it's kind of important. So if anyone stuck somewhere, you can share and ask.
Did anyone complete, or did any, are you stuck somewhere? Let me know. Siri, Harika, Satvik, Sarita, Ruchita,
I'm doing, I'm not stuck anywhere.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm doing.
Dinesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm doing, Manish.
Okay. Satvik and Dinesh?
Yeah, I'm doing the creating with it.
Sarita?
So, are you guys working? Anyone can share their screen while working?
Havi, the choice table for department is CMN underscore department, right?
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Okay, so you should include none and unique values too, or you don't have to
Yeah,
check.
include that. Include that.
Okay, but after doing that, I'm unable to have any like Dropbox. There's only none included, all HR, IT. It's not showing up in the form.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
And in the filter navigator, can you go to the department table? All. Click on all. No, no, not there, not there. Not there. Yeah, all. Yeah, CMN underscore department dot capital LIST so that it opens the new tab.
CMN underscore department dot list.
Dot capital LIST. Capital. So that it will open in the new tab.
New tab. Okay.
Yeah. So it has okay, it has all the values. Now can you go back? Yeah, now select the
Yeah.
field name. You need name field. In the table, which field you have to show? So you have to show name, right? So no, not there.
Choice.
Choice
Choice.
field. Under the choice
Go
table.
down.
Not there, not there. Type specification, variable width, choice table.
Okay.
Yeah, there in the choice field. Yeah, select name.
Oh, okay.
Name is the option. Name is the field which we need as a choice list.
Okay. There I got stuck. Okay.
Yeah, good. Now update.
So where you guys ask this question? Is this a variable creation?
Yeah, for the department choices.
On the department choices, you mentioned only create HR and IT, right? You didn't say select table.
Yeah, she's using the table choice field. So we can use that too as well. You
Okay.
can use that table as well.
You can create choices as well, right? So
Yeah, you can create choices as well. Yeah. But this is easy way because you already have the choices in the table, right? So you can just use them.
gotcha.
Yeah. Kedar, you just joined, right? So in meantime, review about record producer, service catalog and order guide in the ServiceNow docs, which I shared those links in the chat. I mean, in our WhatsApp group.
Yeah, just open that and go down. For the variables, open that variable. As Hari mentioned, you can just make it a reference field. Not that, right? The department one, the third one. You can make it as a reference field. Instead type, you remove select box and select reference. Here you select the department table. Type specification. Yeah, references department table. Here you have reference C,
Yes.
which is a mandatory. Select department. Yeah, now just save this. Uh, Now try creating a rule base. So here, so choose field is HR. Yes. Now include this item in that reference field. You can choose any item. Make sure you select the active items. Just click on the preview record. You can see either ways.
Where is it? Previous.
The eye icon, which we call as preview record, right? Beside the search.
Oh, okay.
icon.
Yeah.
So you can just see if it's a active record or not by opening the record with control. Just click on control and click on open record. No, just click on the eye icon again.
Yeah.
You have an open record option, right?
Which
Open record. Beside hardware catalog, you have open record button.
Yeah.
Open record.
Yeah.
Yeah, with control. Wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Click control and click on open record at a time. Yeah, in the other tab, if you can just go and you can just check if it's active or not. So we have the other way is where you can click on the context menu, the hamburger icon, show XML, in which you can just control F active. Did you click on show XML?
Yes.
Did it open? I'm unable to see that. That's why.
Oh, yeah, it opened.
Okay, I'm unable to see. You just try Control F active and check what the value is. If it's true, then we can go ahead and add. Can you just please share the entire screen because
Yeah,
I'm
it
unable.
is showing active true.
Oh, okay. Then you can just close this tab
Okay.
and you can add that item. The previous tab, you can just go to the first tab. First tab. No. First tab. Chrome
Oh,
tab.
yeah.
No, tab. To the top, the first tab in the Chrome. In your Chrome, the first tab, beside that. Yeah, beside that. You have a tab, right? New record rule ServiceNow, which you have already created. The first tab, Harika, the first tab. New record. In the Chrome, the first tab. You are in the second tab, the first tab. In the Chrome, in your
I'm
screen.
opening the first tab only.
Yeah, the first tab, it's there, right? Here, new record role base. You're in the second
Topmost
tab.
left.
Yeah, to the leftmost tab.
But I'm able to see only this thing. Like
No,
the first
can you
one,
just
right?
give me the access? I'll just request you the access 1 minute. Remove, yeah. Can you accept that?
Yeah. I see.
So if you just see, this is the first tab. Did you approve?
Yeah, I approved.
I'm unable to.
Yeah, I can see that you're moving. Like you're moving the cursor.
First tab. This you are in the second tab. This is the first tab. I'm unable to change.
1 second, let me request.
Yeah. So here,
Okay.
just I gave up. Can you just? It's not actually. Yes, Harvey. Are you able to do?
Yes.
Okay, the first tab. So yeah, perfect. Now you can just save this record and mention the position as well. At this position, you give 100 for that. At this position as 100.
In the description.
At this position, you have a field called at this position, right? It's just like an order. So we have order in the variables, right?
Yeah.
So you can see at this position. Did you get my point? Actually, I'm unable to access this. Why I don't
I
know.
approved. But
I'm unable. I mean, like, can you share your whole screen so that I guess it might.
Actually, from yesterday, I'm trying to share whole screen, but I'm unable to share. It's the
Okay, no
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Just give at this position under application, you have a field, right? At this under application, you have a field called at this position to the right of your screen,
This position.
above the show quantity, below the application. You have a field called at this position. You just give the number like 100 and save this record.
Yeah, now I can see. Actually, I'm in a different page. So
Yeah.
at this, what I have to give at this position?
100.
Okay.
Save. Save this. Save. Now with the same condition, you can just remove this item and add another item and change the at this position to 100. And now
Okay.
you can add any item.
So all the time I need to check whether it is active or
Yeah,
not.
no problem. Right now you can just add.
Okay.
Just go ahead and add.
Okay.
If it's not working, you can just we can just check insert and stay.
Okay.
Go back to that. Insert and stay. Yeah. Yeah, another item. You can just give the other item. No. Other item. Remove this item and select another. 300 in certain state. Now the condition, 3 items we have added for that particular condition. So we have the other condition, which is if the department is IT. So in the same way, you need to add 2 items.
Okay.
Yeah. Others, did you complete?
Yeah, we can tell a new topic
Yeah.
tomorrow. I think, yeah. If your development of this order guide is done, and if you don't have any questions, you can feel free to drop. And we are going to have next session on we'll message. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah, on the
weekday,
weekday.
like our Wednesday or Thursday, or something like that. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay.
So, have you